In this episode, I would like to talk about tapes, especially DLT and DAT tapes from Digital Equipment Corporation and their tape drives. Hello viewers, welcome back to another episode, and this episode is a bit different because you can see the first time my ugly face, but only in that first scene, and after that you can open your eyes again and then you will see the usual perspective of my videos. Yeah, in that video here I want to talk about tapes, especially about DLT tapes or CompacTape, which was the first name of the DLT tapes, TK50 and TK70, and also a bit about DAT tapes, but this is only a first introduction about DAT, and then I will show you the DLT tapes and show you the different tape drives I have here, different tapes, and later on I will build one of these tape drives into my VAX 4200. So let's start. Then let's start with the tape drives, and in general there's a naming scheme of devices. You can see it here. A device starts always with a T, and there are 2 or 3 letters, and the first letter is T for tape drive, and the last letter shows the connection type or the bus for the connection. There are some kind of early tape drives from DEC. The tape drives are 9-track tapes. There, for example, there is a TU80 or a TLZ07, but I do not have one of these tape drives. There was one on eBay, I think 6 months ago, but the price went absolutely crazy, and I'm not willing to pay such amount of money for a 9-track tape drive just for fun. So that's the reason why I cannot show you a 9-track tape drive. I have, as I said before, DAT and DLT, and I want to start with the DAT drives, but before I want to talk about the last letter, because it shows the connection, and this is a DAT, and that shows that this is a SCSI drive. If there is an F, then it's a DSSI drive, and if there is a K, then it's drives with dedicated controller, and I will show all 3 kinds of tape drives in that video. Yeah, let's begin with DAT. DAT stands for Digital Audio Tape. It looks like that. This is a typical DAT tape, and I have 2 DAT tape drives. And because from the naming you think it's audio, but there is an extension called DDS, Digital Data Storage, and therefore you can use a DAT tape for data storage. And my 2 devices are these 2 ones. This one on the left, this is a TLZ06. This is tape drive for DDS first generation. Generally goes up to 1.3 gigabyte when the tape is 60 meters long, and if it's 90 meters long, then it's up to 2 gigabyte uncompressed. This is a typical DDS1 tape. Compressed it's 4 gigabyte, uncompressed it's 2 gigabyte. And this is a 90 meter long tape, so 2 gigabyte uncompressed. The device on the left has an issue with the write protection, so it always shows that the tape is write protected, so I cannot write a tape with it. I think the sensor is broken or something like that. I have to check it. But I do not use tape, DAT tape, because it's quite fragile kind of tape. You can see this is the tape here underneath. This is small, it's fragile. It's a helical scan, and the head rotates all the time, and then you have times issues reading a tape written with another tape drive. So these two drives are just for collecting purpose, not to use it in my retro computing environment. The other tape drive I have is this one. This is an internal one. This is a TLZ07. This is the next generation. So this is a DDS2 DAT drive, and DDS2 can store up to 4 GB uncompressed or 8 GB compressed. This tape drive is originally from my VEX 4300, so it was built into that machine. I can show you a picture from 2003 where it was built in that machine, but I do not use this tape drive as well. So this is also just for collecting purpose, and yeah, that's the reason why I want to talk only few bit about that, and now I will switch over to DLT, which is the more interesting tape technology. So now we can see the DLT tape drives in different generations, and DLT stands for digital linear tape. And the first two generations are not called DLT, they are called CompacTape, but not the compact is not written with Q, it's written with a C at the end. And the first generation is CompacTape I. The tape drive you can see here is this one. It's called TK50. And later on that video I will put that tape drive into my VEX 4200. And because it's TK, you need a dedicated controller. The controller is here. This is the controller. Take it off the foil. This is the controller. This controller is called TQK50 or M7546. There are some jumpers here. One is the CSR address and the other one is the hardware revision. And I hope that the hardware revision is set correct. And at the moment it's correct. It's set to 7. After I received it, it was set to 129, but this is definitely too high, and I've looked on the picture. I've got this controller from eBay, and there was 7 set, so I hope that the 7 is set correct, but we will see later. And here you need a 26-pin cable to the tape drive for that controller. So I hope that everything will work. And this is the tape drive. It's thinks this is a MicroVEX 2 slide in, but I have to change it and remove it, I think, hope, I don't know. And here on the back there is the 26-pin connector and a Molex, so I need an adapter because the VEX 4200 has only DSSI power connectors, but I have such an adapter. And I think this is one of the oldest parts in my collection because it is released in 1984, or it was released in 1984. There's also a smaller tape drive for TK50. This one, this is a TLZ30. I have several of them. This is not working. This tape drive destroys one of my tapes, so it's just for viewing purpose, and it's all very dusty inside. But I will have a look inside that tape drive later. But I have also a working one of that, and I think the TLZ30 series was released for the MicroVEX series because it's only half height, a 5¼ inch slot needed. So it's very compact. I don't know. I think these drives are has a worse quality of mechanical parts than the TK50 or TK70. But there are also people outside. They said the TLZ30 is the better tape drive. I don't know. Yeah. So I think I will use the TK50 instead. Yeah. What's different of the TK50 or what's to DAT, it's a linear recording, so you do not have that helix scan technology. And the tape has a storage capacity of 94.5 megabyte formatted, and it has 22 tracks. But reading and writing is quite slow. It's only 45 kilobytes per second. But I will show you the tapes later in detail. I will first talk about the tape drives. And after that there is a second generation. It's called TK70 and or CompacTape II, and this has the capacity of 296 megabyte. I do not have a TK70 drive, so I cannot show you a TK70, but it looks quite similar to that TF85, which is the next one. But after that, after TK50 and TK70, there were different generations, but in that generation there were also different kind of sizes. So this TF85, this is a DSSI device. So it's quite heavy. There is an extra board underneath, and here this is the connector, the slide in for my VEX 4000 Model 300, but at the moment I do not have a spare slot for it, so do not know if this tape drive will work. After I have removed my Quorum disk, and when I have a third machine in my cluster, I can put that tape drive into my VEX 4300. And this is a DLT III device, so the first generation of tapes, which are called DLT, Digital Linear Tape. And there's a capacity of 2.6 gigabyte uncompressed, but, and this is quite interesting, that device is that TF85 can read CompacTape I and II, or TK50 or TK70 tapes, so I'm able to read it with that tape drive. But there are cleaning tapes available. This is a cleaning tape for DLT III tape drive, so I can clean that device with that tape. And for the TK50 and TK70, I'm not able to get any kind of cleaning tapes anymore, so I have to clean them manually. I will clean the TK50 tape drive before I will put it into the VEX 4200, and I have to take it out of the machine and open it and clean it manually, and that's not necessary with the TF84. So I hope that this will be my primary tape drive for reading TK50 tapes. I will show you my collection of TK50 tapes later, so I think it will be necessary to have such a device in my machines. Yeah, and the last one are these two. These are the same. These are both TZ88 SCSI versions. This one, you have seen this tape drive before in my StorageWorks video. This is a StorageWorks, so you can slide it into a StorageWorks shelf and can use it there. And this one, this is an external SCSI version. Both tape drives works, and these are my regularly backup tape drives for my VEXs, because these DLT4 tapes can store up to 20 gigabyte, and that's enough to store all my machines on one tape. So primarily I use that kind of tape drives. So now let's have a closer look on tapes, especially on TK50 tape. Then let's talk about my tape collection. You can see my tape collection here. Most of the tapes you can see here are TK50 tapes. Only these two are TK70 tapes. And the TK50 tapes were the standard distribution media for VEX before there were CDs. So there are a lot of different kind of tapes. Let's have a look. What is what? These here on the left, these are all VMS installation media, and this is some kind of everything. There are tapes, I don't know what it is. This, for example, is written CSI VXL. I don't know what this software is. Didn't find any information about VXL on the internet. I think this is maybe some kind of industry automation, but there's a lot of other stuff. Also Passworks and a lot of Passworks tapes. Yeah, these are all Passworks tapes. This is wrong. These are all Passworks tapes, and a lot of other digital and others, WordPerfect and all that kind. Ultrix tapes and backups and that stuff. So I have a lot of different kind of tapes. I don't know if they are still working, but yeah, this is on the top. This is my standard testing tape. I'll show you also the tape in the intro. So I will use that tape as well for testing purposes later. So now let's have a closer look on a TK50 tape. There are different tapes. You can see here written as CompacTape with a C. Hope you can see that. CompacTape digital, and I think they're different generations. So this one, I think this one looks older, and this is a newer style. So this is the first generation of these, and they are also from different manufacturers here, from 3M or from Storage Master available. There are different manufacturers of these tapes, and the tape is under here. You can open it, and then you can see the tape. And there's only one reel in the cartridge, and the tape drive. See it here. I've opened the I've opened the TZ30. There is a hook, and the other reel is here in the tape drive. So it this hook grabs the tape, and this one will be connected to the tape. And here under here there is a read write head, and then the tape, the second reel spins, and then you have about will be there. You have the whole, you have both reels and the whole tape mechanism in there. One of these tapes is 600 feet long, and this is half an inch wide, the whole tape. And this one here, this is a TK70 tape, so it's written CompacTape II. Only the color of the characters or letters is different. This is blue, this is dark gray, but there's no mechanical difference. Also, if you have a look on this black one DLT IV tape, the only difference is there are two plastic pieces here, but I think I do not know if it's metal, if there's plastic over there, but from other perspective you can see there's no difference. This is a white protection here, so for this one is not white protected, these are white protected. That's the reason why there is a hole, and here's not a hole, but then there's no difference in the way how the tape look like. So I think you can put them into different tape drives, and maybe you get an error, maybe the tape breaks. I don't want to try it, but yeah, this is quite interesting that there is nothing what will you prevent from put the wrong tape into the wrong tape drive. Yeah, this was the small overview about the tapes and the tape drives, and now I will first I will clean the TK50 tape drive, and after that I will put that into the VEX 4200 and then have a look if the tape drive will work. So I removed the hard drive from the VEX 4200, and I had to remove the unused DSSI hard drive as well, because I need access to the cables, and because I need a power cable on the back, and I need some space for my hand. Yeah, this hard drive is removed as well, but it isn't connected, or it wasn't connected to the VEX anymore. But for this topic I will make a cluster update video soon, so then you know what happens with the VEX machines. And then I changed the rails for the from the hard drive to that tape drive, and removed the cover, and also removed this plastic band here, which you need for the tape transport. And there's a bit dust here on these metal wheels, also on this plastic part, and so first I will vacuum it, and then I have a special cleaner for magnetic heads, and will clean the read-write head, but without any pressure, because with pressure you maybe destroy the head, so it's quite fragile. And after that I will put everything together, and will build this tape drive into the VEX, and then put the cover back on the VEX, and then turn on the machine, and then check if that tape drive will work. I put the tape drive in the machine, but it took a while because I had to change the direction of the tape drive. First I thought it was wrong, and then I made it wrong, and after that I have to remove everything and put it back together. But now it fits, and you can see the terminal here. Now the machine is turned off, but you can see here is a TK50 tape drive detected by the hardware. And now I will turn on the VEX 4300, because in that machine is the boot hard drive, so I do not have to boot the VEX 4300, but I have to turn on the power so that the VEX 4200 can boot from the hard drive from that machine. And then I will try to read out the test tape. So now the machine is booted, and I will use my standard test tape. It's this one. Written is driver HP7, but I forgot the label. So I will put the tape into the tape drive and let's see what's happening. Okay, maybe the tape drive is quite... it's not very loud. So I don't know if it's work. I have to push the button. Push, switch out, wait, open this handle. Push in the switch. No, now the... to push the switch, and now I can hear the drive working. While the drive is loading, let's check and see the device. Yeah, over there was a bit long. DBS3 $MUA0. So I do not know the label, so I have to enter /override identification because I don't know the label. Okay, without the... So let's mount the device. Mount DBS3 MUA0 /override identification, because I do not know the label, so it will take a while. And now it starts to read the whole disk or the whole tape and try to find a label when the tape drive is working. Or we will see an error, then there is a problem with the tape drive. So let's wait for the result. Volume is right locked, but it's mounted. Oh, it's quite fast. Okay. So we can see what's on the device. 3 MUA0. Yeah, it's different. Nee, Quatsch. Ja. Yeah. I think that will take a while. I think so. But I thought the process before took a while, but that will take a while, so I will fast forward now the video. Yeah, and then we see the content of the tape. So I think that TK50 tape drive is working. So now I have a working TK50 in my VEX 4200, and I think the front is more beautiful than before with that cool TK50 in it and not this black SCSI hard drive. So it looks more like you expect from such a machine. Yeah, that is the end of that tape video. I do not know how long it is now, because there's a lot of fast forward inside. Yeah, but I hope you find that interesting, and leave comments down below, and see you next time, and bye.